Good afternoon. How are you guys doing? It's Cami. I am excited to be here to talk to you about a, a topic that's near and dear to my heart, which is really about how to get quick wins to grow your business. And so I'm really excited to talk to you about this because it's an easy thing to do. I think we spend a lot of time spinning our wheels on social media because we do this all wrong. So I want to share with you today the ways that I have worked on doing this so that you can also have that same success. So, just kind of jumping right into this, make sure that if you come by, that you let me know in the comments that you are here so that I can interact with you. But number one is really about getting that first taste. So people need to know what you're all about. When you first get onto social media, the last thing you want to do is to jump into their DMs or jump into their stream and sell them something because generally speaking, they don't know you, they don't trust you, and they don't really have it's a put off. So same as if you were in a dating relationship and you went into some event or bar or something and just walked up to somebody and asked them out for a date in the first 2 seconds you met them. You wouldn't do that. Same thing for a job or anything else that we do. We would not do that. So I would say the first thing you want to do is give them a taste of how you work. And so things like this, like coming out and talking on a social media platform and giving good content, that's a first step. And that's a really good step. But you probably want to go beyond that as well and also offer something either for free or for very low cost that gives them some kind of a result. And it gets them to understand what you have in store. So, number one is that taste, is really developing that content that you're going to give them to get that first taste. And now, if you have a consumer product or something like that, it's just like when they sit out at the HEB. We have HEB here in Texas. And hey, how are you doing? USPK Impact Business Incubation Center. Okay, so that's where she's from. Hi, how are you doing? And I wouldn't even say your name, Mabob. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry if I said that wrong. Anyway, thank you for coming. So you want to give them that taste. So even with a consumer product, you're going to do some of that. So the tastings that they give at HEB so that you buy something. It's really important for people to have that, or a coupon that they give people so they can try a product for a little bit less. It's the same thing with what you do. And of course, I don't know who's here and what you do. I am definitely all about services oriented business, and I'm a B2B type of business. So I have a social media agency, and that agency helps businesses, usually large businesses, to do their entire social media management from soup to nuts. So we go in and act as an extension of staff, and we do this whole thing. But how do you offer something? How can you show people what you're capable of if you are doing these large things? Well, you put together case studies, or you put together small wins that they can look at and see how they can see themselves in it. And if you're smaller and you do other service kind of things, so I also run an online course called Smart Social Secrets. And one of our best things that we give out is called the 2x2. And basically what the 2x2 is it teaches people how to grow their online audience. And if you use it for about a week, I promise you're going to grow your online audience, and you're going to start getting results from people. So the other thing that we do is a challenge. And in fact, we're going to be doing a challenge next week. It's called the Quickstart Challenge. And in the Quickstart Challenge, what we do is we take people from the beginning by like really identifying their audience, and then going to what we're talking about now. How do you get this online content that attracts people in? And then how do you put that into a process that gets you all the way through to a sale? So that's a little bit longer of what I call a taste, the first thing that you want to do. And then, once people get a result from you, they're going to say, okay, hey, I've got this result. So that's number two. So first of all, you want to give them a taste. Then you want to give them a result. So whatever you give them has to give them a result. They have to get a result or it doesn't work. And then after they get a result for their business, for themselves, for what it is that you do, I do B2B, you could be B2C, I don't know, but whatever you do, if you can get them that result, then the third thing is they're going to start wondering if what your paid offers are. They're going to start wondering, wow, if I got so much result from this free thing, like, wouldn't I want to be in this paid offer? So it really does take them through the process. Number one, you give them a taste. often that's where you're also going to get them on your email list. So they may come and, subscribe and then download that thing. So that's what we do for our 2x2, for example. And then we get people on our email list, and then they do the actual exercise that we put them through and they get a result. And then they start to wonder about our paid offer. And if they're on our email list, then you can actually communicate with them, nurture that relationship, talk with them about it, and then offer them what they need when they need it. So that's really, really important that you're finding the right people and you're attracting them. So let's go back up to the taste again. Number one is the taste. One of the most important things about the taste is that you have to make it something that attracts the people that are possible customers for you in the future. So those people are the people that you can actually help. And that's really important. And it's not about sales so much as it is about building that relationship. And by giving them that small sliver so that they know how you work and how you can help them, getting them that result, which is the number two, and then three, getting them interested in your paid offers. So that's sort of the process. And unfortunately, I think people jump to three right away. They're like, come buy my paid offer. That's the first thing that they ask of you is that paid offer. And that can be really off-putting to people if you don't first give them some kind of result. And if they know that you can get results or guarantee results, then they're going to be more interested in your paid offer. So that's another important thing about what we're doing here is that you have to have visibility content so people can start to get to know like how you teach, what you do. And that's why I'm here a lot. I get on these live streams weekly. This week, I'll probably jump on more than that because next week we do have a challenge. So we're going to have an entire week of a challenge. I am charging for it because I feel like that people, it's not much, $37. But the reason why is because people, when they put their money on the line, they actually show up and they work. And I know that I can get you a result. I know I can do it if you're there, if you're like totally into the challenge. And so that's kind of why I do that. We've done it for free before as well, but right now I'm going to do that. So I'm going to actually show you the challenge right now so that you can see what it looks like. But the bottom line is that you want to do those 3 steps. Hopefully you're here and you've heard me. So if you missed a step, let me know in the comment and I'll be happy to repeat them for you. So let me know if you've missed a step of what you have to do in order to get that going for your business. All right. So here it is. This is Quickstart Your Business with Social Media. We're going to be teaching this next week. I'm really excited to be able to do this because it's a really fun group of a class. I did it about a month and a half ago, and it was so much fun, and people got so many results. It made me super happy. But on day 1, we're going to summarize the problem you solve. On day 2, we're going to have you take action with engaging content. Like, how do you create that content? Where are you going to put it? Day 3, we're going to add a simple strategy to give you a following. And that's really around that 2x2 event that I put together. And then we're going to raise the stakes with a no-brainer offer. So how do you create that no-brainer offer that people are going to want and then transform your business with more sales? And that's an entire system. We're going to go over it completely next week. I'm hoping that you guys will join us, some of you that will join us there. But even if you don't, that's really the thing that you need to do. You need to, number 1, give people a taste of what you do and how you do it so that they know who you are and how you teach and they get a feel for you. Number 2, that thing has to get them results. Something that you give them is going to get them results. And then number 3, then they're going to be interested in your business and the things that you offer for sale. So those are the 3 steps. And oh, you missed it, Teresa, I'm sorry. So those are the 3 steps that you're going to want to take. So I am really excited that we're going to be able to share that with you in the Quick Start next week. So those of you who want to be coming for that, you can see the link in my wherever you're at. I actually multi-stream this to multiple places. So it's in the description of this video. And I am really excited to help you out with that. So going back again, Teresa, since you're here, I'll tell you, since you missed it, I talked about putting together a taste or some kind of thing that you give and to your audience to show them who you are. And maybe we can go over a couple of ideas of what those would be. So that's things like weekly content that you develop and that you bring out for people. And you want to take just a piece of what you charge for and actually blow it out a little bit to show them that little tiny piece. You don't want to give the whole thing that you obviously sell, but you want to give something to somebody that they would actually buy. It has to be that good. We're done with like ebooks and downloads of papers and things like that. It needs to be something that will get them what I call a quick win, and that will show them a sliver of what you do for clients, for paying customers. And that's really, really important, because if you don't show something that you don't have something that people will pay for, they're not going to give you their email address. They're not going to download the thing. They're not going to book the phone call with you to have the laser coaching session. They're not going to do any of that unless you have something there that actually solves a problem for them, which is one of the things we'll go over in the Quickstart next week. Very, very in depth on one day is how do you figure out what that problem is and how do you solve that problem. And so that's really, really important to understand too about your customers. What is their problem and how can you solve it? And what do you bring to the table that other people don't? And so that's really, really important as part of that too. But getting that little sliver, that little thing that you give them that gets them a result, it's not going to give them the whole transformation. So it's okay. A lot of people say, why would you give away something that is a part of your paid product for free? And I say, because if you don't give away a piece of your paid product, either for free or for a very low cost, people won't know if they want to work with you or not. It's pretty simple. I don't know if you guys feel that way. Have you ever gotten something that through a download or whatever, and you thought, wow, I would pay for that? I mean, generally speaking, that's the kind of result that you want. You want them people to say that, like, I would really have paid for that. I would have paid for it. It's crazy. It's a steal that she's giving that away for free, or for a very low cost, or for under, for $20 or $30, or something that I could like have gone out to dinner for. And I have this entire transformation for my business. And then once they're done with it, this little piece, they still will have other things that need to be solved in the whole transformation. So you're just giving them a small piece of the transformation of the whole that you offer. And as they get that piece done, and usually the best piece to work on with people is the piece that actually sometimes stops them from taking action with you. I've had a lot of people say to me, I don't want to do an entire social media management project with you because I really don't feel like we have it together yet. We don't really know who our ideal customer is, and we want to like figure that out. And so offering that as a transformational piece of something that's free or very low cost, that will get them over that hump, and then they can decide whether they want to work with you or not from there. So that's kind of how I do it. I just take that little piece and then I expand it over the bridge, and it bridges them over into your products and services really beautifully. And then they look at that and they say, hey, I really would like to work with this person. This is a paid offer that I'd really love to take you up on, because I now trust you. I've seen that you've gotten me results. I've got my business results, and so on. So that is what we like to do. That is what you should be doing too. Don't just do some freebie lead magnet thing that's just like, a secondary thought on your part. It needs to be very strategic in what you do. And so if you are looking to kind of have some help with that, definitely join us next week for the Quickstart, because that is going to get you over that hump the fastest. It's going to get you all of the answers to the questions we just talked about here on this live stream today. So anyway, I will talk to you soon. I just wanted to jump in for a few minutes and give you this very small framework, which is taste, result, paid offer. Give them a taste, give them a result, then get that paid offer in front of them. All right, take care. Talk to you soon.